Where's he going with this shit?
Oh no, you belong to somebody new. 'Cause tonight you belong to me.
I'm from One West, headquarters. Follow my captain's orders. Live in the land of pain and torture. No straw, but they want their mortar. Tell Trump, fuck borders. P.S. prepare for slaughter. Never take their sons and daughters. Never give them alls in return. Niggas never wanna learn. Till they laying in the urn. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. You gots to burn. Even if I gotta go with it. So fuck it, is you with it? Niggas never feel froggy, they just wanna rip it. If I see a bad bitch, then I gotta rip it. Your lip looking like the Red Sea when I split it. Tell me why that flow so vicious. Every time he switches, beat a nigga ass like mama did with switches. You niggas looking real, real gay. Where are the bitches? I mean, where are the sisters? Better stay away from witches. That's a brouhaha. Love me if she brew ya. White people he brew now. If you didn't know, then you do now. You belong to me. Yeah. Alright. This nigga's bonkers. From the same city as the Knickerbockers. Name ring bells from here to Yonkers. Or Nicaragua. You niggas too thirsty, you need some agua. I ain't talking Fina. When they kill my dog, I ain't hear shit from Peter. These niggas talk Kent, but they really mean FEMA. Haven't cut his eye, got more stripes than Adidas. If you ain't a bad bitch, then get the fuck off my penis. 1-2 step with a meat tree drip. Keep my circle tighter than my meat tree is. If I don't fuck with you, you a piece of shit. When I dip, you dip, we dip, we dip. This the type of shit that I sing to my bitch. No 6ix9ine, we don't sing no snitch. Gotta love that bass. Social distance, I love my space. Tell Karen, get the fuck out my face. We ain't never switching up on our race. You belong to me. It's you, baby. One more time. Gotta love that bass. Social distance, I love my space. Tell Karen, get the fuck out my face. We ain't never switching up on our race. 'Cause you belong to me. One more time for the ladies in the back, eh?
One West. Yeah. I'ma do it when you afraid to do it. I'ma say what you ain't gon' say. I'ma tell you what you need to hear. This life, they got us fucked up, man. Real fucked up. Look. Feel me one time. Look. Yo. I know struggle, I know pain. I know my people strung off with the dope to cope with the long days. I know this place called America. I know this place where they deal with us like homeland terrorists. I know this place got us fucked up. I know this place got us positioned so we never try to stand up. I know this place wanna see me sleep. And when it come to my people, they love to see a black man weak. But it's survival of the fittest. And when it comes to the Lord, best believe we gon' get it. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lies. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lives. Rise Israel, rise. Rise Israel, rise. Yeah, look, this ain't a place you wanna be, where you can surrender from a flea and still be dead in the streets. This white man, he play for keeps. And when it comes to his love, you should never wanna see. I want war, fuck peace. I want war, fuck peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want war, fuck peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want them dead in the streets. Yeah, so prepare them troops, because my king come through, he gon' show you what it do. Death to all you other nations, you had a hand in the equation for this hell I be facing. See, man, y'all think it's a game when we bring it to you like this, man. I gotta give you the truth. When they lie to you, you love the lies cause it tastes sweet. But it's truth bitter, and it hits you straight in the core, man. But you need it. One West shit. Now, I got the pleasure to introduce you to that Philly barbarian. Hey yo, Salakia cat, you had something to say?
Rise Israel. All this pain and it's hard to cope. Your situation stay the same, so it's hard to hope. You say you tired of moving cane, now they call you broke. There's new rules to the game, you ain't hardly know. So that's why you gotta play it smarter. I'd rather die on my feet as a man than a martyr. That's just a lesson for my daughters. Just know their father gave his life just to build you a fortress, so you would always be protected. Just know you living in a world where you gon' feel neglected. I tell you while you young, just so you'll expect it. And when that fake love come, you can reject it. But this is hectic, give me one more second. I just hope you make the same choices and never reckless. I don't want you losing your innocence prematurely. For you, I'll be judge, executioner, and the jury. And just know you worth all the diamonds and all the jewelry. Every single ruby, and never shine way that you be. That's why if they wanna hurt you, they gotta go through me. And even if I can't be by your side physically, I just want my baby girls to rise out this misery. That's why I be working and despise every enemy, cause they wanna separate our bond and our memory. So I fight for victory, and I fight for pain, and I fight so you don't have to ever do the same. Until I rise again.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Ever since it's a COVID-19, everybody does a talk about vaccine. One to the vaccine when the pot clean. Operation need vaccine. We say vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. One to the vaccine for the crack fiend. One to the vaccine for the vaccine. They afraid them shoot our son when the cops see him. Hey, where the vaccine? One to the vaccine when the pot clean. One to the vaccine from the crime scene. Little ghetto youth fall up like napkin. We need a vaccine at the ghetto car. Our struggles are no similes and no metaphor. If we ghetto youth dream, if we get a car, buy a house, try make it out. Nuff no get so far. Nuff no live so long, we get vaccine. Ghetto people no want to no vaccine. If it's not a vaccine, for we start cream and can live a better life and stop dream. For the youth them way in a jailhouse, we still no get charged, can't get no bail out. We say vaccine, we fi make no see road quarantine. Cause we want to do that over. Vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. One to the vaccine for the crack fiend. One to the vaccine for the vaccine. We afraid them shoot our son when the cops see him. Hey, where the vaccine? One to the vaccine when the pot clean. One to the vaccine from the crime scene. Little ghetto youth fold up like napkin. We need a vaccine for real, cause some evil people them be will lead us. Food power next time for you no ease off. Me no trust Babylon, we need a vaccine. For them stop, deceive the poor and every workplace start. Give people more vaccine, me not lie, we need the cure. For police stop, kick in we door. We need a vaccine for bust the aisle mill. Fi cut the pipe in, look how long I'll price drop, but JPS I give we some fuck we like Billy Walla who no fi go hey yeah 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 yeah. UPK got the vaccine. Mr. General Yan have the vaccine. General Myman have the vaccine. Big Captain Mashak got the vaccine. Hey, Nayatap got the vaccine. Hey, Abada one got the vaccine. Hey, Akaya got the vaccine. Bakawar got the vaccine. Hey. Ever since it's a COVID-19, everybody does a talk about vaccine. One to the vaccine when the pot clean. Operation need vaccine. Me say vaccine. Vaccine.
Back roll.
pick on you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my way, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed, y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Johanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage can fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Offense taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah. on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K. top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real.
We talking about practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we talking about practice.
Back row.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere of and they wonder it's not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They ring got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Made for this, nigga, I eat bars and drink flows. Thinking you woke into your third eye, a peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, they bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him running, he can try his best. West, drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Laugh at these niggas once again and I ain't break a sweat. Number one at everything I do, that's why I'm one West. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gon' need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10 I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun. We here now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas. We burn the crib now. I'm ahead now, and I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga. I don't fear clowns. Silences make it sound like raindrop. That's a quiet storm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walk in this bitch ready for war. I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex. That's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
My love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is effective. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jacob. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he said something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
no listen to no fake news, them can't. Could do all it out and them never fear news. Notice say I just be a bad bitch I get forward from with you. But the one you have feel good girl them lazy. She never did a features R-rated. Never did a features half naked. Me never did a piggy R-rated things halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a features half naked. Never did a features R-rated. Me never did a piggy R-rated things halfway, that's why me give her ratings. I know every girl a wife material. I know every girl forget the juice in my seed bag. I know every girl me trust to cook my food, nor boil my tea in a tea, or put the milk in the cereal. Me like a catty when me dival. When what you wash for cook for clean and no fuss. When she hear me get a new girl, I know that me mean when me say me fight me demons. Multiple wife legally, no illegal. Yeah, straight, me go crazy. I know every catty can be my first lady. I know every press plus body done pay for plus Tatiana no fit in a no mercy. When me say oh luxury dolly fi nurse baby, a trouble when luxury dolly turn old lady. So big up every girl with no lazy. Your body big, but I your mommy donate it. I rate it. Never did a fi dress half naked. Me never did a fi give her be things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. She never did a fi dress half naked. Never did a fi dress R-rated. Me never did a fi give her be things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. She now wait pan money for reach her and donation. She make reach her man donation. 100 and run, but he waste gal a pull her fi leave her man, but she stay strong. She know say them are no friends, them are haters. Them sleep with every man in a the acre. Can't get nobody fi stay long and want the advice for relation. Baby no listen to no fake news. Them can't keep a man cause them never stay true. Could do all it out and them never pay dues. Never shut them out and them wicked and cruel, eh? Bag a man a rush but them just a get yours. Everything them have them did a fear blows. Instagram live them nude for the views. Baby that I know you though. Sure, I rate it. Never did a pictures half naked. Me never did a piggy or be things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. She never did a pictures half naked. Never did a pictures R-rated. Me never did a piggy or be things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. One wish.
Top man shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is. You understand? We royalty. What's the
King Ty really one of the realest. I survive drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas fended. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater. My feel like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like my Najee. Sipping like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't One West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like brother man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is standing. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. They hold up ones in them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash. I have a car come kick your ass
You
in.
already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over. You saying your last prayer.
Go ahead.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking the moment they are called. Their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughters safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it. I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me. I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraphs or forensics. I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud, it's gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid. Plus 10. Put me in the Supermax. I get super jacked, working out every day. Canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe. My brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. But only make it worse, is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.
All right, clap it up. I did. All right, tonight, man. You know we holding you all. You know what I mean? What 30 minutes in, but we gonna get it in. We got tons of stories to talk about. You know what I mean? So two out of you know what I mean. Let's give a hand for Commander GEN.YAHANNA, the hardest working man in Israel. Man, we holding it down for him right now. We have Captain Kahan down there in the south. All right.
We got
And who have there with
Officer
you, Kahan?
Taza Ayat right here too. Captain, I thought.
Who's that?
Taza Ayat, Officer Taza Ayat, he's right here with me also.
Hey, Most High Christ. All right. So where you all want to start? You want to jump straight into it? Where you want to start, Kahan? There are tons of good stories.
Kahan. Oh man, we got let me just check. I think we got we definitely got the whole I think the Kanye West situation. But we can go with we can go
you want to start with them kids and them with the Halloween?
Yeah. Let me do the Halloween. Come, sir.
Yeah, let's start right there. Since it's coming up, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, these parents out there, they're gonna be sending the kids to do this, you know what I mean, this trick or treating. You understand? They're gonna be sending the kids out there, sending the kids to, you know what I mean, to hell, basically, to pass through that fire. All right, what story is that? What number is that? I think that's number, could be at the last one. Let me see if I could play it. I think it's the last story. Give me 1 minute. You seeing it? Let me see. You'll be able to us for just 1 quick minute. I think it's just a video. All right. Honey there, right?
Come. I don't see the article on it.
Yeah, it's a video. I think it's a video that's going to try and show it quick.
Article on it.
Oh, I can't do it.
Come.
I can't show it.
The one I see is the radioactive waste.
Yeah, we could start on that. And maybe come to that one after. All right. Like why are we celebrating
on the radioactive waste?
Yeah, you can start with that. Why are we celebrating Halloween? These were what kids had to go through.
Okay, cool.
You understand? Straight nightmare. I mean, and you know what that radioactive, you know what I mean, does to you? It kills you. You know what I mean? You getting it?
Colonel, I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
It says Missouri Elementary School to close over radioactive waste on campus.
Mm-hmm.
A Missouri elementary school will be shuttered.
And it's a what?
It's
an elementary school,
it
right?
It says a Missouri elementary. Yes, sir.
You understand? It's an elementary school. Go on.
A Missouri elementary school would be shuttered after high levels of radioactive waste were discovered on the campus, which sits next to a site where nuclear weapons were produced during World War II. Schools officials said Tuesday. Radioactive contamination was detected in classrooms, the playground, and elsewhere at Jana Elementary School in the St. Louis suburbs of Florissant, according to a report last week by Boston Chemical Data Corp, which was funded by law firms litigating a class action lawsuit. The reported cited levels of radioactive isotope led to 210 that were 10 times the level of the kindergarten playground. It also found high levels of polonium, radium, and other material in various places throughout the school. A separate study by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers made public in the summer found contamination stemming from World War II era nuclear weapons production for the Manhattan Project in a wooded area near Coldwater Creek. The Hazelwood Board of Education voted. Sir?
No, I said just a little bit again. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll come. The Hazelwood Board of Education voted in a closed session Tuesday to close the school until it can be cleaned up. Virtual learning will start Monday and is planned until the students can be moved to different schools, tentatively scheduled for November 28th. No timetable was given for Jana Elementary reopening. The school board said in a statement that closing the school was a necessary measure, but acknowledged that this is causing a disruption to our students' education and school climate. End quote.
You understand? Like this will never go out. This will never go on in your so-called oppressors community. You understand? This will never go on in their community. Like, how in the hell are you going to build a school where there was a radioactive, plant or whatever that was there before? You understand? You know how long it takes for radiation to get out, whatever, the soil or wherever it is? That, I don't know if you all remember Chernobyl. Where that's the first major disaster with radioactive with the nuclear plant. You understand? To this day, nothing ain't, nobody there. You understand? But you're gonna put black children elementary school on site, knowing what radiation will do to your body, knowing what it does to your body. America dropped what? Bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and them kids still coming out deformed to this day.
God will come.
Which is crazy. Yeah. Any more on it, Khan?
Will come, sir. It says he told St. Louis he said he told the St. Louis Post-Dispatch that he was appalled, quote end quote, by the Boston Chemical report, which slammed as quote incomplete and not consistent with the approval processes required to do an evaluation at one of our sites, end quote. Mauser even said that he would have no problem sending his own children to Jana Elementary.
Oh, so his own kids not even going there.
Immediate closure and cleanup of the school.
So Kahan, his kid not even going there, right?
They're not going there. He's saying it for damage control. He's saying that he would send his kids there for damage control, but his kids wasn't originally going there.
No, yeah, because he love his children. He know what radiation does to you. You know what I mean? I don't know if you had time to look up to see what the effects radiation have on your body. You know what I mean? And just show you what they're putting our young, our young kids through. You know what I mean? Like that is, that is, how to put it? Like you can't, ain't no amount of sorry gonna take back what them kids already have in the body. Ain't no amount of sorry gonna take it back. You're gonna close the school down. It's too late to close the school down now. That school should have been shut down. It should have never been built on no radioactive site. Like they will never do that to their community, man. Never, ever. That's the same thing like with Flint, Michigan, with that water, with that whole contaminated water. You understand? Like they do that to our community. Like they treat us that way, but they will never treat no other community that way. Why they gonna bring the Afghanistan people and the Ukraine people and put them where you had a nuclear plant? Put them, build a facility there for them. You'll never do that. You'll never do that. But you'll do that to our kids. You understand? You want to move on from that story? You have anything?
So we have the effects of radiation. Officer Tazahad is going to read the effects of radiation, sir.
Come on.
What makes nuclear weapons the worst? A singular nuclear weapon can destroy a city and kill most of its people. Several nuclear explosions over modern cities will kill tens of millions of people. Casualties from a major nuclear war between the U.S. and Russia will reach hundreds of millions. The extreme destruction caused by nuclear weapons cannot be limited to military targets or combatants. Nuclear weapons produce ionizing radiation, which kills or sickens those exposed, contaminates the environment,
Go on.
and has long-term health consequences, including cancer and genetic damage.
Right.
Less than 1% of the
and Salakia, when you see that with that genetic stuff, because if you there's a video going on right now with these soldiers, right? I forget the specific name they call these soldiers, but they were back then when America was testing, or England, one of them was testing the nuclear weapon, and they were they went on the ship where they tested in the water. And brother, the things that came from them, some of them weren't able to have families. Some had a family. One of them had a child. And he said that child, he had to shave that child at least twice for the year. She grew a hump on her back. You understand? That child never grew to a full adult. You understand? It was a girl. You understand? The type of, the type of effects it's going to put on these kids, where they may not have children, or they may have children that may have tons of complications and will be back and forth in the hospital. You understand? But they're gonna put our kids in harm's way like that and make it sound as if, as if it's, ain't nothing big. That is big. You are wrong, radiation is big. You understand? They're talking about nuclear war. That talk alone about nuclear war have the earth on edge because of radiation, because of that radioactive material, the destruction it brings. Right? Go on, Tazai.
So this article here just goes into once that certain levels of radiation hits your body, the effects of it. So 50 to 20 doses of REM radiation could lead to possible late effects, possible chromosome damage. 20 to 100 doses of REM could lead to temporary reduction in white blood cells. 100 to 200 doses of REM, mild radiation sickness within a few hours, vomiting, diarrhea, fatigue,
reduction in resistance to infection.
So no, because the kids ain't going through all of that. They ain't vomiting and they ain't defecating on themselves. They're saying, well, it ain't that bad. I would send my kid to this school. Yeah, right. Your kid not even touching, 2-mile radius of that school. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. You can stop there with that. You know what I mean? Brothers and sisters, go look up the effects it have. You know what I mean? And black people, who gonna pay the medical bills for these kids in the near future? Who gonna pay it? You know what I mean? Come on.
Can I pull a scripture, sir?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I want to pull Micah chapter 2, verse 10. And it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Like that's letting you know, letting our people know that America is polluted, man.
Mm-hmm.
America is polluted. Like this whole, it's not just the water that's being polluted in Flint, Michigan, or the water that's being polluted in Jackson, Mississippi, but it's also just the land. The land is polluted through all types of unrighteous practices, ungodly practices. And our children are suffering from it. But you still want to take them to a haunted house on Halloween. You still want them to go into these different demonic things. Well, their school land is polluted with all kind of radiation. You understand? That's a scary thing to know. That your children can be deformed through pollution. And that is what America does. And we always take the brunt of that in these school systems and dilapidated institutions. Now, these children's lives are going to be affected forever.
Yeah.
How do you quantify that to a numerical value? How do you quantify that? How do you make them whole again? These are the things that America and the Congress and the Senate don't want to answer, even though it's election time. Even though it's time. And this happened under an elected official's watch.
Yep.
Just today in Alabama, we was talking, Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to I.S.U.P.K, Birmingham, Alabama, and all the brothers and sisters that came down from Atlanta and Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. The brothers came down. But just knowing that it's an election season and all of these things are happening under their watch. And these people are elected officials.
Right.
We are living in a polluted state.
Nah, go ahead, Slacky. I was just going to say, Natizah join us. Shalom, Natizah from South Carolina.
Shalom, Yahweh, Shalom, You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say, like, you want to say anything on this? Slacky, brother, you want to add anything? Nah. Okay, it's just a sad state, man. You know, in America, but the Lord just let us know this ain't our rest, man. We can't because this place is polluted. Our rest, we gotta have our rest. You know what I'm saying? Serving the Lord, man, and praying that the Lord deliver this place, man. Because
that's right.
How be able to learn in a polluted, really a sad story. It's a lot, Cap.
No. You're right, you know what I mean? You're right. Like we like every time, you know what I mean, they tell us what we need more schools, right? We don't need more schools on radioactive material for sure. You know, you were trying to go to school, but yet and still we behind. You understand? Like we trying, but then you have your oppressor who always putting obstacles upon obstacles in your way. You understand? I know you had to try to climb out of that. Climb your way out of it. You understand? Like, how the hell are you going to climb your way out of this?
Right.
I mean, Lord be with them kids, man. You know what I mean? And the oppressor, he going to have to pay for all of this that he's doing to us, man. he gonna have to pay. Somebody gonna have to pay. You understand? Nobody going to jail for this. Come on.
And you know, right? No, it's just so heavy, Captain. I thought, like, how are you going to school? You glowing in the dark, glowing in the dark because of radiation. You a human glow stick because of radiation with your diploma because of what they put. And listen, that lets you know these people don't consider the foundation when it comes to our children.
Yeah.
They don't consider the foundation. They don't say that we lay this foundation on fertile and clean ground. When the Bible says that this place is polluted, meaning it's unclean, physically and spiritually, it's unclean. And just the way that school foundation is polluted through nuclear waste, that education system is polluted also because they don't teach you, they teach you counterculture or opposite of your identity. It's a manifestation of what they teach in those school books and in the school curriculum. I just wanted to say, Captain, I yield, sir.
Yeah, you're right. You understand? Like they're talking about, you know what I mean, about, you know what I mean, like Kanye West. Where's Kanye West? He should be taking his behind down there and talking about that. You understand? Like bringing that out. Bringing these things out because the media ain't bringing it out. The same media you're talking about, the so-called Jewish man that he owns, ain't bringing this stuff out. You know what I mean? You're going to get all these things that are sweeping under the rug. We're going to bring it out right here on Black Watch. You understand? We're going to bring it right here where Black people need to tune in every Saturday night and listen. You understand? Right? Because we're going to tell you exactly what to do. You know what I mean? And how to deal with this oppressor. And to know that he does not love you no matter what. No matter what. He building his school on radioactive material. What else you need? If that ain't hate, I know what the hell is that. You know what I mean? Like you tell me all the technology he has, he does not know that he's building a school on radioactive material. He doesn't know that it had nuclear material. You know what I mean in that field. The more and more I talk about it, the more and more, you know what I mean, it just pisses me off, man. You know what I mean? Not to say you want to say anything before we move on. Come on. Not to say you want to say anything, or else we gonna move on to another story if you want.
Hey, yeah, kind. I did bring out Psalms 55 and 20 where it says he has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with them. And like Black Hispanics and Native Indians, we are always at peace with our enemy or with the so-called white man. And for some, it's like a perpetual thing that he continuously coming for us while we're steady trying to love him and be at peace with him in the society. And he's steady doing things like that, which is just absolutely horrible. Slack, that's what I want to bring out, sir.
Hey, for sure, brother. You understand? For sure. Because if you that's to bring on, you want move to the real haunted house?
I could too, Cap. Officer Tyler, I wanted to add something to that story, Salaki.
Go ahead, Tyler.
We talk about nuclear war, like nuclear destruction, essentially.
Say that one time.
It's just like we talk about.
I think you have a lag. Come on, you will have a lag.
What the evil that brought into the earth, like nuclear radiation.
Mm-hmm. Kahan, you'll have a lag.
Okay.
Serious. It going.
Salak,
It's
can you hear
you'll have a lag.
now, Cap?
I
Okay,
say
Salak, can you hear it now?
we hearing you, but it's like it's real slow and choppy.
Cap, can you hear it now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about now, Cap? So,
It's still choppy.
okay.
You will try your phone or something and come back in.
You hear us?
Mm-hmm. But it's choppy. Not as that. Just pull up the You have a computer there.
Kind one kind.
You pull up the
The next article.
Yeah.
Kind one kind. I can pull it from
Until we could get them back.
No sweat, sir. So, like I said, the
next one is you see where it say Texas mom.
Let's see, Salakia.
I think it's number 8.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Come on, come. I'm with it. I got you.
Right. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? This is a haunted house here. You understand? This is a haunted house. All right. You having your kids celebrating Halloween where there's a haunted, you know what I mean? In the hood, there's, you know what I mean? There's Halloween every day in the hood, every day in the black community. You know what I mean? Read this story here.
Kind of one kind.
Mm-hmm.
It says Zakiah Duncan, mom of tortured Texas teens, posted unsettling videos of kids dancing.
All right. What she did? Mom of what?
Mom of tortured Texas teens.
Tortured. You understand? Tortured Texas teens. I mean, you want to know about a haunted house? Here is a haunted house for you. You understand? You on movies, watching what? Jason Friday. Wait, where's the other one? Chucky. You understand? This going on in live and direct, in the flesh. You have a woman torturing teens. Black woman, that is. Sad. Read on.
It says, unsettling video shows a Texas mom accused of horrific child abuse, carefree and dancing with her kids. Before 2 of her children were found emaciated and nearly naked after escaping the home.
Nearly what?
Before 2 of her children were found emaciated and nearly naked after escaping the home.
You understand? Read on. Rex, I can't. Go ahead.
Zakiah Duncan, age 40, and her boyfriend, Joba Terrell, 27, have been arrested after the 16-year-old twins managed to break free from their handcuffs and fled to a neighbor's home.
And what fled to what? Yeah.
Fled to their neighbor's home.
Yeah. Watch what's going on here. That is crazy. You understand? Like we had to do better with our kids, man. We had to do better with our family. We got to take black men. We got to take charge back in this house. You understand? We can't be abusing our kids like this, man. Cannot. It's you know what I mean? It's appalling. Read on.
It says the boy and girl were allegedly shackled by the couple and abandoned inside their Houston home, where they said they had been forced to drink their own urine and eat their own feces.
Oh man, this you want Halloween? This is Halloween right here in life, in flesh. I'm telling you, this is disturbing. You understand? Like we gonna have to clean up our community. We have a serious cleanup to do. blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That woman had what? Had them kids doing what? Drinking the urine and feces. That is, come on. Read on.
It says, but despite the harrowing accounts, Duncan portrayed the household as anything but a den of horror in social media postings.
You understand? And now social media posts. And now you're going to see. You're going to see what was a smoke screen. What they use as a smoke screen. You understand? If you're not in here, brothers and sisters, I don't know what's going on in your house. It might be scary. You understand? It might be very scary inside that house. Right? Con, you all back?
If I could, sir.
Come on.
What's about this is like this behavior is really the behavior of the so-called white man. Like we learn to do what our enemies, what our enemies custom to do. Like we don't even realize that even all the way down to like eating pork, it's something not of our culture or our custom. And to see brothers and sisters doing something this evil,
hold on.
Baby, come give me something. Baby, come give me something.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. There's a small screen right here for your not Salakia.
Baby, come give me something. Baby, come give me something. Baby, come give me something.
That's the mother, and that's a couple of the kids. And you swear everything is, they having these kids are as happy as can be in this home. But it's a nightmare. It's a horror show. You understand, Salakia? Not to continue. Salakia for cutting in on you. Go ahead.
The thing that's different about a Verbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. Just you and your people.
You go ahead, Natsa.
Yeah, so I was just more or less saying like what you said is so heavy because he just said it. He was like he just said it in the article. You know what I'm saying, that you wouldn't have known based on the social media post that the brother was making that was even going on. But like I was saying before, like all of these things that we partake in, especially Halloween, that's the spirit of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of our enemies, and the scripture tells us not to trust in our enemy. But we partaking in the cultures of Esau so much that it's like something like that has become normal. Like even all the way down to eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, which was something that was never part of Israelite culture. We partake in that. So it's kind of becoming normal, for us to do things that we would used to say is kind of like a white thing. So I was just pointing that out. So like it, sir.
You're right, you understand? And just think about it this way also too. Like most of the times you see, all that social media with them posting these happy images, these happy, something with them enjoying themselves. Brother, behind closed door. I'm telling you, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. You understand? If you're not in this school and you're not under any type of rule, anything like that, this type of lifestyle, what's going on here, what you're reading about, it's suspect. You understand? Mightn't be on that level, but something going on behind that closed door that that you're going to be shame of. You understand? You're going to be totally shamed of, right? Tell me more to that story. Read on.
Yeah, come on. It says, but despite, hold on, I'm going to go down. Like it, sir. No, I'll go right here. It says, but despite the heroin accounts, Duncan portrayed the household as anything but a den of horror in social media postings where she shared seemingly happy photos and videos of herself with the kids and other relatives. It says, quote,
like a good old, you know what I mean, predator. You understand? Make it look, you know what I mean, give it an appearance of, you know what I mean, we having just fine time. We the happiest family. And if you see the house, one big house, I don't know if we could get a picture of the house that she had. The house was, you know what I mean, one of those, you know what I mean, come see my crib type house. You understand? A nice house, a nice spread, everything in there. And you think, you know what I mean, things are, you know what I mean, well and fine behind that nice house. But behind them closed doors, brothers and sisters, you know what I mean, you better thank the Lord that you have Commander GEN.YAHANNA holding down this truth, so that things like these do not ever go on in our home. You understand? Don't ever go in our home. What's this person child hand? What's his hand? Disfigured. You understand? By monsters, real life breeding monsters. All right, read on that, sir.
This is what she said. It is in quotation. I love spending time with my boys. She wrote in April 2021, along with a photo of 4 of her 6 sons enjoying candy in the living room with a large sign reading home visible on a wall in the background.
I mean, she needs to be locked away. Them kids needs to be taken from her, and she needs to be locked away. You understand? Because she's a menace. Son, like who's, you know what I mean, what's going on? Like the so-called oppressor, he putting radiation on your kids, and now you disfiguring your kids because of whatever mental illness you could have. I don't know what's going on in that head of yours. Come on.
It's like it, sir, in having them to drink urine and eat feces. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that, oh man. Yeah, she got to be locked away, man. I mean, them kids need to be taken from her.
It's like, if I could, sir, it would have, like, what would have been the next step? After a while, it would have been some dead children up in there.
Yeah, the Lord had to step in on. I mean, I think they got away and they ran for help. You know what I mean? And that's to show you, not everything that looking nice, Akim. You know, you see your brothers and sisters in them nice houses, them nice cars. Brother, you don't know what's going on behind them closed door. If you could be a fly on the wall in these places, you will thank the Lord wherever he is. You will thank him. You understand? You will full out thank the Lord wherever he is. Come on.
It says the following month, she congratulated her youngest son for graduating from the IDEA public school. It says in quotations, congratulations to my baby boy, Nicholas, on all his accomplishments this school year. I'm so proud of you. She wrote, 2nd grade, here he comes. LOL, he is the tallest in his class. The child is seen being handed a certificate while surrounded by blue and white balloons. The name of the school looms as a gold balloon behind them. Of the children after the test and starting to crash with the nightmares accounts of family life. Then she quote, it says, quote, okay, our boys heading into the laser tag game. She captioned the clip from June 15, 2021. On the same day, she posted a video of two of the kids.
Not to stop. Salakia. What's your spread? It's in the house? Watch that. You will not ever think there's a haunted house inside there. You're not thinking there's a haunted house inside here. But this is just to show you, brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? It ain't always, you know what I mean, green on the other side. It ain't always green on the other side. Watch that spread. And kids are being abused inside here. Abused. Yeah. So you see where you're working with. And as I say, this is, you know what I mean, this is, you think your oppressor, you know what I mean, will do something, not your own people, man, not your mother. You know what I mean, not your loved ones. But you know what I mean, it happens like that. You understand? If you're not in here, brothers and sisters, if you're not in here, gain counseling, gain all the, you know what I mean, all the help, all the assistance inside here, you know what I mean, then that, you know what I mean, that could be, you know what I mean, you. You understand? That could be you. You understand? Tony Lord, it ain't. You understand? But that could have been you. You know what I mean? Is that it on that story?
Come on, Con. I think all of the rest of it is just her, you know, being fake on social media.
Yeah, that's a good way of being fake. You know what I mean? All that, you know what I mean, shaking and dancing and doing the whatever. All that is, as you say, fake. Now, don't let social media fool you, Akim, Akwat. Don't let that social media fool you. You understand? That real life, what you're actually doing. What are you doing? What you doing behind them closed doors? You got what, kids tied up? You understand? You got kids eating, drinking the urine, eating the feces. What is behind them closed doors? You understand? All right. You want to move on to another one? Come on.
So, like, if I could, sir, if we got time, I did scroll down and it went into a little bit of the details of specific things that had happened to them. If you want me to read that,
Now, come on, bring it out there, because for sure you ain't gonna CNN ain't bringing this out. I mean, them other black news says they ain't bringing these things out. These things swept under the rug to make America all one big fake happy place. You understand? Come on.
Come on. It says in the charging documents obtained by KHOU 11, the 16-year-olds told investigators that they were kept naked and handcuffed in a small laundry room and had to keep silent all day or they would be beaten. They also had to defecate and urinate on themselves and had only a dirty mop to wipe it off.
This is sounding horrible. This here is sounding making you feel like, oh boy, that woman has to pay. What the hell is this? Read on.
It says the only food they were given were sandwiches of mustard, basically a mustard sandwich, bologna or relish a couple of times a week. Authorities said they were severely malnourished when they were found, according to the documents.
I bet they would. What is feeding on? Bread and what?
Bread and mustard.
Bread basically. And mustard. What the hell is that, man? Come on. Read on.
Oh my God. Then it goes in and says the boy had found the key to their handcuffs in Duncan's purse and hid it in his mouth. Then unlocked himself and his twin, broke the zip ties around their legs, and ran out of the house, the documents added. It says once helped by the neighbor, the teens who suffered fractures and were both now malnourished was taken to the hospital.
Boy, oh boy. That is scary. You want to celebrate Halloween and this going on in your community? Brothers and sisters, you all better not celebrate Halloween. Be very careful, you understand? With all this, they're talking about these fentanyl, you know what I mean, for your kids to watch out for these fentanyl what they call it, sweets. You understand? Candies. You understand? Like these stories that coming out here should, alert you. You know what I mean? That, there might be some sick people out there. You understand? And you sending your kids to their doors and you don't even know who they are. You could be putting your kids in harm's way. You understand? You could be putting your kids to walk through that fire. You understand? And the Lord say, don't do that. Don't put your kids in harm's way, man. Your kids are expecting you to be the parent, the one that doing what? That protecting them. You understand? From monsters that will try to harm them. You ain't supposed to be the monster. You the parent, not supposed to be the monster. Yeah, you're there to correct them if they do something, you know what I mean? They did something they're not supposed to do. But you ain't supposed to be in there being a monster. You know the psychological damage that woman just did to them kids. The amount of therapy they're going to have to go through just to be normal again. And those scars, they have them scars for the rest of their life. They look at them scars. It's going to bring back nightmare. You understand? It's going to bring back full out nightmares. Boy. Any more on that?
That was it on that, sir. If I could make a comment, though.
Come on.
It was heavy what you said about the fentanyl pills, because just recently, some white woman, her child ended up overdosing on some THC gummies. So it's like you said, that's what's getting ready to come with that fentanyl and that candy and stuff. That they in the spirit of Halloween, these children are really gonna be out here overdosing and dying over that, man.
Yeah. They're gonna be full out dying. Oh, you know what I mean? You better not send your kids to celebrate that evil holiday, that pagan holiday that has nothing to do with blacks, you know what I mean, Hispanics and Native Indians. Nothing. You know what I mean? Let your so-called oppressor, let him go celebrate that. Let him send his kids in harm's way. He don't like his kids anyhow. You understand? Let him do that. All right, but you show your kids, you know what I mean, that you love them. All right. What others? You want to move on to another story? I don't know if we could get this one with the kids. This other one where these adults were scaring these children, man. You know what I mean? Don't know. I think we need the video for that one, because I don't think we have any write up for it. You got to see that one.
You know how to pull up the videos on the screen. So like I said, I'm gonna see if Mark Docky can find the video and post it up on the computer.
Yeah.
Would it be able to show on our end? Okay, yeah. See if you can get that.
In other words, we'll come back to it if there's anything.
Okay.
Let's go to the one with them cops on them. Then after that, we're gonna tackle this Kanye West.
Which one is it, sir?
The one with the cops. I think it's let's see. Oh, hold on, Nazis. I think it's number 11 now. Yeah. Number 11, Nazis.
Sir.
Let's touch on that. Since the whole theme here is, about this Halloween type, stupidness.
Sir.
See if you can pull up that.
I got it right here, sir.
Go ahead.
It says daycare workers charged with child abuse after searing kids.
Yeah, hold on. Let's do this. So let them see this. Just saying. Your child go to daycare and daycare go to school, and you get adults playing on mass and scaring the piss out of them. You understand? You know what I mean? That is whole daycare in our bro.
Okay, this has been good. Don't get hurt. I got you. Jackie's been good. So, Parker, no. Bad.
Them is kids, man.
Are you being bad?
I mean, you're doing little Johnny that Johnny gonna go up and get he can go spray the whole block down.
You better be good. Hold on.
That's why we need our
I
own
hope y'all
schools.
ready.
We need our own schools for our kids, man. Because watch how they're treating these children. Making noises. Oh my God. Well, out playing. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that one little brother in the middle right there. He's in hell, man. Oh man. How long are they doing this for? Like what? Almost 2 minutes? No, not to say. Go ahead and read the story. You can play the video in the background. This one. Yeah, you're not to say. You go ahead and read it there now.
Khan says the title says daycare workers charged with child abuse after scaring kids with masks. It goes in to say 4 ex-workers at a Mississippi daycare. It says 4 ex-workers at a Mississippi daycare are facing multiple charges of felony child abuse 2 weeks after viral videos showed the adult staffers using a horror mask to terrify and discipline toddlers in their care.
Discipline? See, you're gonna scare the piss out of them to discipline them. I'm telling you, but they need their own daycare. Let them do the kids that, man. You know what I mean? And then wonder when he grew up and he decided to shoot everything in sight. Wonder where he came from. You scared the piss out to him. No, he gonna scare the piss out to you with the AK. Right? He gonna get back. His get back might mean what you do, put on a mask and just, you know what I mean, just scare everybody. You understand? Go on, Nataza.
It says a 5th person faces misdemeanor charges for failing to report the incident, according to the local officials. Monroe County Sheriff Kevin Crook, damn, his last name is Crook. Monroe County Sheriff Kevin Crook called the October 4th incident at the Little Blessings Daycare in Hamilton, Mississippi, hard to watch after it sparked outrage in the community of 560 people and soon drew national condemnation.
And who knows if your kids, when your kids go to do the Halloween, if they're going to run into these type of people. You understand what I'm saying? I know your kid run in the road and get hit by some car. because this fool here decide I'm going to really get him a scared of life. You understand? Hey, shalom.
Shalom, shmitam.
That's Kahan, you all good to go? I think you all on mute. You're on mute, Kahan. You understand? Like what's going on? They're supposed to be teaching your kids, you know what I mean, the ABCs, you know what I mean, how to count.
Right.
You understand how to, you know what I mean, read, write, draw, color. But they're scaring your kid as a form of punishment. They're saying they're trying to discipline them by scaring them. You understand? You know what I mean? Now your kid gonna grow up and think what? And think that they're really monsters. They're really monsters with masks like that and real, whatever. Who knows? When the real monster is actually under that mask.
That's right.
That's the real monster. You understand? The person under that mask, the person holding that camera. You understand? The adults in that room, they're the real monsters. You understand? But the kids don't see it like that. You understand? Because they want to put that mask on and scare them when they're the real monsters. Without the mask.
So like, sir, what you said is so heavy, sir, and for some reason I can't help but to think somehow the LGBTQ community is tied into this somehow, because it just gives the vibe of these are also sexual deviants, like people to me that can be this vile towards children. You're a sexual deviant. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's children being molested in that damn daycare. And it's sad because, you know, I read an article not too long ago that says the literacy rate of children in American public schools is the worst it's been in so long, in about 30 years. So with all this, you know, all this playtime and all this extra stuff you're doing in these daycares, you could be setting these kids up for success. That's what you should be focused on. Getting these kids to read and learn these math problems, because currently they said it's an epidemic of students getting to college and not knowing how to do third grade math. Not third grade, simple math. You know, so it's like all the things that you could be doing to enriching and instilling in these children, and you traumatize them. Like I'm gonna be surprised if they sexual deviants too, sir. So like,
yeah, they should. I just say, brother, me personally, put them on the sex offender list.
Yeah.
Put them on the list because they're abusing kids.
Right.
So people know that, you know what I mean, these 4 Caucasian females, they abuse kids. Keep your kids far away from them. Their way of disciplining your kid is to scare the piss out of them. What kind of trauma you putting that child through, man?
Right.
Them kids' mind ain't developed enough to know, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That like how to put it, that fear factor, like to handle it.
Right.
You understand? And you know what I mean? You putting that on them, you could literally hear them kids, the crying them is like to stop. You understand? Stop what you're doing. It's going too far.
Right.
Go. It's
You know
like, sir. It was so disgusting because it was almost like every time in the video, it's like every time the child would scream louder, the damn devil would scream harder to invoke more fear into the child. It's like, what kind of demonic possession is in your head?
Right.
Where you see that child and see that child being in fear, and then you just want to get louder and it becomes scarier. Like now this child is going to grow up and have all kinds of issues, all kinds of mental issues. And it's like they didn't even care about that.
Right.
I'm telling you, we need to keep far away from them, man. Far away from them. Because you thinking, you're a parent, you thinking, well, I ain't gonna take my child and put her in, you know what I mean, in the hood daycare. I'm gonna take her and put her up in Susie or in Karen daycare. And that's what's going on in Karen daycare. You understand? You think you because it looked nice and it looks like, you know what I mean, like your kid gonna learn something up in there that's gonna blow your mind every day. You pick them up.
Right.
Yet and still, your kid gonna come home shaking. You understand? Shaking, trembling, because you know what I mean. Karen just scared your kid to piss. To death.
Right.
To death. You understand?
It's a lot, sir.
Oh.
One thing I guess a lot of back feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
One thing I always notice, man, because it's like you were saying, they look so innocent in how they do what they do. It's like the Jeffrey Dahmer. Like when you go and you hear the documentary about Jeffrey Dahmer, everybody always, and they said the same thing about Ted Bundy, where they were saying, oh, he was just this real nice all around guy. He just never seemed like, he had any issues. It always starts right there when they're describing these sexual deviants or these murderers. And so, like you were saying, people go in these, in those places and they be like, oh, wow, this is a nice place. Oh, this is a very kind woman. This guy. Nobody is profiling these Edomites. And they should be. Because then that wouldn't be happening if we could look at them and say, nah, I don't know about that. They look like they are being here terrorizing children.
Yeah. So, Lockie, if I may, sir, not design what you said. It's so heavy. Every time I pull up to the school and my daughter's school, and they have helpers. They had like the older children. They help the kids get out. They open the door so they can get out. So to keep the line flowing and everything. And there's this devil. He's a white man, and I'm looking at how all the parents are like, he's a good dad, and he's here helping with the kids, and I'm looking at him like he into something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at him and I'm profiling like, nah, he into something. You understand? That whole all-American and that the Christianity is not in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I see it for what it is. I'm like, nah, he into something. Even when he tried to talk to my daughter, I tell my daughter, go inside the school quickly. You understand? You don't need to talk to him. He opened the door and that's it. Go inside. Like, nah, I profile these devils. I don't trust them at all. And they know it.
You're right, Kazak. You're so right. Because if you look at all of them, like your Jeffrey Dahmers, your Gacy's, they try so hard to fit into society, to look normal. Is almost like, something up with him.
God.
You understand? Because Gacy, he was big in the Christian church.
Come on.
Big in the Christian church. You understand? Jeffrey Dahmer, you would think, he couldn't hurt a fly. You know what I mean? But he could kill you in the blink of an eye. You know what I mean? He'll put you to death. You think you leave it? You think you're gonna leave him? You done.
Right.
Good night.
Come on.
Yeah. You know what I mean? They try to fit in and they look almost so weird with trying to fit in. You know what I mean? Like it's you know what I mean? Like you could see it. But brothers and sisters who out there who just, you know what I mean, who not in this school here and not trained, you know what I mean, to be aware of every oppressor. Don't trust them, as the Bible says. You can't trust them.
Right.
You can't say, well, he good. This one, but no, all of them. You got to put all of them in the same boat. They put all of us in the same boat. You understand? And look what happened. They built America. And they went on to conquer the whole earth. You know what I mean? Come on.
It says families whose children attended the daycare met with sheriff's deputies and local prosecutors this week. According to Crook, he said the ex-workers were arrested and taken into custody Thursday, hours after 3 families filed felony charges and 1 filed misdemeanor charges.
Yeah, they need to be on the sex offenders list, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, put them devils on it, man. They earned it.
Yeah, come on.
They earned it. You know what I mean? They earned that, man. Come on.
It says,
I got it, sir. If I may, so I'll read it, sir.
Go ahead.
Come on. Salakia. It was not immediately clear which of the workers wore the mask. In an email Friday, Crook declined to comment on specifics of the case. citing the ongoing investigation. Daycare owner Sheila Sanders said she was not aware of the October incident and a similar one filmed in September until the following day. The Northeast Mississippi Daily Journal reported. Sanders, who did not immediately respond to a request for comment Friday, condemned the staffers' actions and fired them. Sanders has not been accused of wrongdoing. In one of the videos, a worker wearing a ghost face mask made famous by the Scream film franchise leans close to the children, growling and screaming as they wail. A worker points out which of the children have been bad or good. Are you being bad? A masked daycare worker asks in the video as she crouches next to a crying boy. Do I need to take you out back? As the boy continues to cry, Salaki, the daycare worker leans toward the boy and roars as a second daycare worker is seen laughing. The masked worker tells the children that they need to clean up their toys. In another clip, a masked worker is heard trying to scare the children as they cry. One girl is seen covering her ears as the worker shrieks while a young boy appears to bite on his hand. The videos have infuriated some residents in the tiny community of Helmerton, an unincorporated area 50 miles south of Tupelo, where Little Blessings is the town's only daycare and business listings. 2 days after the incident, Crook urged residents to be patient and let the investigation unfold, while at the same time acknowledging that the videos were hard to watch. It made me sick at my stomach to think of the terror those kids were enduring. It still does, Crook wrote on the Sheriff's Department Facebook page. Little Blessings has been closed since October 6th, when the Mississippi State Department of Health issued an emergency suspension of license. Calls to the facility went unanswered Friday. The order is a cease and desist of operation pending investigation of this incident. Department spokeswoman Liz Charlotte said in an email Friday, the agency is in an ongoing, the agency said the investigation is complete and the findings have been given to the agency attorney to process. I was in complete shock of what I witnessed, Caitlin Johnson, an employee of the Sheriff's Department whose child attends Little Blessings, told ABC News. Whether they had a mask on or a mask off, their behavior was unacceptable. My blood pressure was raised. It broke my heart for my child. I was angry. The ex-workers live in the local community.
That might be good there, man. You all could go look up the effects of, you know what I mean, the psychological effects of scaring your children, man. It's insane, man.
Right.
These people, as I said, need to be locked up, put on this sex and that's it.
So, Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
And it's so heavy. So Salaki for the technical difficulty. But what you're saying is so right, Captain, because what do they say about Halloween and trick or treat? That is for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's for the kids, but look at what happens. Look at the type of trauma these kids go through. And these are white kids, am I right, Captain?
I think one of them.
Right, like this goes on, man. Like, and it's just, and we should have enough of this whole Halloween stuff, man. If you really want to take them to a haunted house, take them to a crack house, and they can see how haunted it is. Or better yet, just let them stay in a nuclear radiated elementary school, and they can see how it is when they glow in the dark. Like, these are things that we should have enough of, man.
Right.
The scriptures say that we sacrificed our children to devils. We should not be celebrating this. I just saw an article today about the THC candy they putting out here for these kids. They got THC or marijuana laced candy. I remember back in the day when they was liquefying ecstasy and turning it into lollipops to avoid the narcotics. I remember that. These are things that's going on in these with these holidays, and you're gonna have kids that you gonna think they eating a Tootsie Roll, but they really eating a fentanyl Tootsie Roll or a fentanyl piece of candy. You're gonna see that. The Lord don't want us to celebrate these holidays, man. He give us holidays to celebrate. You understand? And anytime you gotta dress up like a goon or a goblin to get treats, it's letting you know that it's not of the Lord, man. You understand? You're gonna see some of every kind of. I'm hearing they dressing up like Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween. I'm hearing that's what I'm hearing. They already got the Jeffrey Dahmer costume on Amazon. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. All kind of sexual deviancy. They're gonna be dressed up as a male organ on Halloween, walking down the street. Your kids gonna see that, man. If you want to argue with the UPK about what we supposed to celebrate and what we supposed to partake in, you gonna see the madness that go on this Halloween, and a lot of these kids gonna come up missing. A lot of these kids gonna die because of the drug or some lace candy that these predatorial people, heathens, lace with candy. You a fool if you allow your kids to trick or treat in these houses, man. You understand? They don't want white kids to suffer from trauma. That's why they having a backlash about it right now. You understand? Salaki cap a year.
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah, son, you so kind of think you might have yeah. You're good with this? You want to move on? You want to get into to Ye?
Kawaka.
You know what I mean? Let's get some of Ye.
Kawaka, sir.
Let's first get what he said about whether they're gonna the George Floyd family gonna try and sue him.
Kawaka.
You know what I mean? For making that statement.
Kawaka, sir. The family of George Floyd plans to file a $250 million lawsuit. $250 million lawsuit against Ye. The family of George Floyd announced Tuesday that they will file a $250 million lawsuit against Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, following comments he made about Floyd's death on the podcast Drink Champs.
Right. Do you all know the statement he made?
Kawaka, sir.
Come on, tell me.
Kawaka, sir. He alleged that George Floyd didn't die from that officer's knee on his neck. He died from the fentanyl overdose.
Oh, okay.
Kawaka, sir.
I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He in the world.
Right.
And here you better watch your mouth. You better watch what you say about a brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or a sister. You know what I mean? He want to exercise that type of freedom of speech. Let him go ahead, but not at the expense of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, brothers and sisters, man. You understand? Right. Like he's claiming that the officer, he didn't kill him then. That's what he's saying?
Sir.
It's like, if I could, sir, he also mentioned that when he was yelling mama, that he wasn't calling his actual mama, that he was calling his girlfriend, like basically trying to downplay basically his death in that situation.
Yeah. That brother, you know what I mean? He seems as if he has a, you know what I mean, loose screw in his head. But I think that's what he wants us to think, that he has a loose screw in his head. He knows exactly what he's saying. He knows it's offensive. That's like somebody, you know what I mean, saying, you know what I mean, saying, speaking ill about his mom and saying she died, you know what I mean, she didn't die from, what she died from, cancer or something?
She died while she was having plastic surgery.
Right. So it's like somebody say she had cocaine in her system. That's why she died.
Right.
You understand? And the doctor did the autopsy, everything already on him. You understand? And the doctor did the autopsy on the brother and said what he died from. I forget the scientific term they use, but it was linking to the fact that that bastard had his knee on his neck.
Right.
That's where he died from. And the doctor just made claim that he had these other issues going on, but it wasn't linked to him being killed by that cop.
Right.
You understand? So now he going into something else. The Shih Tzu to piss out to him.
Right.
You understand? And win all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Teach him a good lesson. Keep on talking.
It's like, if I could, sir.
Come on.
It's crazy because it's so deep into white supremacy, because what a lot of people don't even really know is that stuff that he was saying is like the propaganda that the right-wing conservatives are putting out. They're trying. That's what they were saying in defense of that cop. They were saying, he didn't really die from his knee, the man's knee and the man's neck. You know what I'm saying? He died of drugs. He was already a drug addict. He was basically, in other words, saying he was a piece of garbage Negro out in the streets anyway. You know what I'm saying? So Kanye is out here regurgitating that right-wing propaganda in his ignorance. But like you said, you should watch your damn mouth.
Yeah. And now, where the Jewish people that claim to love us? Why they ain't coming out against what he's saying about George Floyd?
Right.
Why they ain't doing that? Why they up in arms with Kanye just saying what the Jews are black? You understand? Which lets you know that the Jews are black, and they just they're pissed off that it's coming out. It's coming out. You know what I mean? Thank the Lord for commanding GEN.YAHANNA, man. Give him a hand with that hard work, man, that he been putting on the streets. You know what I mean? America showed this whole entire earth.
Right.
You understand? Now it's reaching, it's getting out there. You understand? But he trying to mix it with Christianity and mix it with his opinion and everything. And that ain't gonna work. Just like the Black Panthers, they try to, do their movement without what? Without the Bible. And it failed.
Right.
It failed. You understand? You can't lead black people without the Bible. You cannot.
Right.
What manual you're going by? You understand? What manual you're going by? The book of Ye? Well, the book of Ye is telling me that George Floyd, that person who murdered George Floyd, he should go free. You understand? It'll show you a lack of brotherhood. You understand? In here, you better watch what you say.
Right.
There ain't no freedom of speech in here. Out there, Kanye West, he had all the freedom of speech he would like. Until they put his behind in court, his dumb behind in court, and take him for all that million, all them billions. You understand? He better come in here and shut his mouth. Put on all black, shut his mouth, and do everything like what each one of us did.
Right.
Shut our mouth and learn and listen. Come on.
So, like, sir, if I may, Kanye, if I may, okay, I know we don't do conspiracy theories in the UPK, but part of me believes that the Jewish people, are behind this lawsuit. Like, not to say that the family doesn't have full rights. Like you said, they should sue Kanye and they should win. But the thing is, Kanye, what he said came from a documentary that Candace Owens did on George Floyd.
That's what I thought.
Sir. And so the thing is, I find it interesting that Candace Owens is not being sued, but Kanye is being sued. But which leads me to believe that it's more so because of his anti-Semitic remarks, remarks that he made versus in the George Floyd. Not to say what he said about George Floyd was not wrong, it was wrong. But okay, if Kanye is able to get sued for his remarks, how come they're not suing Candace Owens?
You have a valid point there, because I thought so, because on the Drink Champs, I heard him say it, but he was repeating what he saw.
Sir.
You understand what I'm saying? So now it's weird that they actually, but whatever. Sue is behind.
Yeah.
I mean, he should know better than that. That Candace Owens, she is a boy.
Right.
Annie Lucia's sister. Otherwise, it would have been on and popping. Just, just say she, I'll just leave it as she's a dumb. She's dumb. All the education she has, she is dumb. You understand? Come on.
And like Captain Nataza said as well, sir. Okay, she's nothing more than she regurgitates the right wing talking points. Like it's certain things that they all say all the time. Like that whole George Floyd thing, since he was murdered, that has always been the right wing's response to it. Like he was a drug addict. he died from the drugs, and so they always use Candace Owens because she's a black woman to regurgitate all their talking points as if it's valid, more valid now because a black woman says it, when she's just a parrot. You understand? She's a damn bed wench for the oppressor. And she's going to get used up just like they all have been used up before. And then they're going to toss her to the side just like they have always done our people after they use us. So like it.
You're so right. Right? Give me Zechariah 11:5. Not to Zach. I mean,
I got it, sir. Kawakan.
When they gay.
Kawakan, sir. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And what?
And hold themselves not guilty.
Fentanyl.
And hold themselves not guilty.
You understand? That's them. That's your right, your left wing, your right wing.
Right.
Same bird we're talking about, right? Same eagle. The left and the right. You understand? Right. That's how they think. They hold themselves what? Not guilty.
Right.
And they're trying to push that whole narrative, is trying to say that they're not guilty for George Floyd's death. They are.
That's right.
You understand? They are guilty. That's why, what's his name? What's the police officer name? Chevron? Derek Chauvin. He's in jail right now.
Come.
You understand? Lucky Christ ain't back. He would have been given that death penalty if Christ was here.
Right.
You understand? For murdering that Israelite. You understand? In cold blood.
Come.
You understand? Like you put your knee on somebody's neck. I don't care whatever. He could just take that pipe out his mouth. You suffocate the man. You killed him. You understand? You killed him. And that witch, I want to say the word, but I know YouTube. That witch, Candace Owens, you understand? She gonna get what coming her way, man.
Come.
It's so evil because they'll try to say it had nothing to do with the knee being on the neck, but they failed to mention that was an illegal maneuver anyway.
Right.
Regardless if it was what killed them.
Right. You understand? Like they fully just want to be able to go all the way back to when? The 1700s.
Oh my God.
When they could have their way with us. You understand? That story with that white woman putting his sister head under the rocking chair.
Right.
She ain't go to jail for that. You understand? Your master, raping your wife. He ain't go to jail for it. They want to take it back there where they could do whatever they want with you in this place, man.
That's right.
This witch, Candace Owens, think if they take it back there, she ain't gonna be touched. She gonna be the first one going down.
Come.
And turning around asking us for help. You understand? Asking us for help. Because your dumb behind didn't know that you shouldn't be in bed with the enemy. The Most High call them the enemy.
Right.
Not me, the Most High. God call them your enemy.
Right.
You understand? Come on.
So like I said, if I may, and Candace Owens and Kanye West really brings home the point and why the Lord told us not to make interracial marriages with anybody outside of our race, because look at what it does. It turns you away from God. And to turn your people away from, to be against your people is to be against God. You understand? To be against Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is to be against God.
Yes.
And that is a product of Candace Owens being married to a white man, Kanye West loving them white women and being married to Kim Kardashian. And they're the proof of it. They, all that, Kanye trying to regurgitate what we say, it doesn't overshadow the fact that he really doesn't love Black people. He just wants to, get credit for saying what we always say. Because if he really cared about Black people, he would give the credit due where it's due, which is the ISUPK, and he would pay his tithes, and he would tell everybody, listen, don't listen to me, y'all go listen to them brothers. But he doesn't care about black people. He's just trying to get the credit for, just the next cat that thought he was woke. Nick Cannon did the same thing, and he's going to be made an example of by the Jewish media because the Lord is not with him, and because he doesn't love his people the way he thinks he does. So
yes, you're so right. You understand? And the proof of it also too, as you say in Kazakh, is that Kanye West taught by not marrying a sister, he won't have to go through what brothers and sisters go through in the hood.
Right.
And he thought he would have been able to have a family, have his kids, and everything be nice. You understand?
Right.
You don't have to worry about child support. Just imagine that. You don't have to worry about child support, but you still can't see your kids.
Right.
You understand? You have billions of dollars. You talking about he had some term on he said something on Drink Champs about Gap giving him a baby B.
Yeah.
He almost had me searching that up on the internet. Baby B. What the hell is a baby B? I never heard about that.
Right.
You understand? He up there in their world and they're still treating him as a nigga.
Right.
They're still treating him as that. And now it getting to him to the point where ain't no amount of money he could have and they treat him like one of them. That's his cry. He wants to be treated like one of them. And as soon as he be treated as one of them, guess what? Guess what, niggas? I'll see you on the other side, right?
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
As soon as they treat him as one of them, he's gonna jump boat. You understand? Because why not go all out? Go all out. Come in here, man. You're listening to all the Commander GEN.YAHANNA tapes.
Yep.
Come in. Saying the Jews are black. Who you learned it from?
Right.
Who all them Israelite group learned it from?
Right.
I.S.U.P.K. They learned it from us. You understand? Your old Commander GEN.YAHANNA some tides, Kanye West.
That's right.
I apologize. You want to be called Ye. Your old Commander GEN.YAHANNA tides, money, pay up. You understand? Or else your oppressor coming for all of that.
Right.
He coming for all of that. You understand? You see what he did to Alex Jones.
Right.
But Alex Jones, he has his faithful followers. You understand? He has his faithful followers. The so-called oppressor, he already, how to put it, studied you. Study us to the point where he knows how to separate the pack. He knows how to separate it.
Yeah, right.
He knows how to, to pull you away. You understand? You think Nore was going to stand with Kanye West? Oh, hell no. He ain't gonna do that. Money, politics. You understand? They know how to separate the pack.
Right.
You understand? You better come in here where money can't separate us. The Jewish man cannot separate what Commander GEN.YAHANNA is building in here because it's of the Lord. It's from Christ. You understand? Can't get separated.
That's right.
You understand? But if you're in the world, he knows exactly how to separate us. He knows it. He's been doing it since when he said we were what? We were free. And some Negroes think we were actually free. You understand?
Right.
Come on.
It's like, and that's why it was so easy for Ice-Cube to come out and say that, he don't want Kanye West or Ye West dragging his name into that, he ain't anti-Semite, he's not an anti-Semite, when he should have been standing with Kanye West in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Instead, it was just like, nah, don't drag me into that because the white man has already learned the art of dividing us, like you were saying.
Yeah, he learned the art. That Jewish man, he learned the art of dividing us. It's called a briefcase full of money. You understand?
Right.
It's just called money. You know what I mean? Like Ice Cube thinking of all the millions he gonna lose. You understand? That lifestyle that he's living right now, he cannot live it. He can't see himself living like, you and me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Brothers, you know what I mean? Or sisters. He cannot see that. They are not that different type, you know what I mean, that level.
Right.
You know what I mean, of you know what I mean, vanity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Any
So like,
more on that? Come on.
That's kind of what kind, sir. If I may too, sir. Even as I sat and watched the Drink Champs interview, and just for those that may be wondering, okay, what Kanye said about the Jews being black is true, and he learned it from the I.S.U.P.K, or he learned it from some Israelite group that learned from the I.S.U.P.K. And okay, the fact that when he started to speak about the Jewish media, I found it very interesting how the whole environment in the room was just very tense. It's like it's that one thing, that one group that you know you can't speak out against.
No,
because they are the devil. They run the earth, and for some reason, you know, I don't know, you're not even allowed to say the reality that, you know, they kept asking. I know Piers Morgan was asking Kanye, well, why are you, you know, what does them being Jewish have to do with it? And it's like, well, because that's who they are. They're Jewish. They run Hollywood, they run the Diamond District, they run the media. All the media companies come from about the same 6 Jewish men. So it's like, how come we can't state the reality of that's who owns the media, the Jewish man,
right?
But you're not allowed to say anything against him. Meanwhile, you can slander black people all day. Like they suing Kanye West for what he said about George Floyd, when Fox News has been saying that since 2020.
Yeah,
they've been on Fox News talking about George Floyd, slandering that brother since 2020, and nobody is suing them at all. So you can talk bad about black people, you can speak however you want about us, but you can't say anything about that Jewish man because he's in power. And the Bible says we don't have protection. Our gates languish. We are the real Jews. And the proof of that is Kanye is finding out just what it's like to be a Jew. He's being canceled.
Yes, sir. You understand? And it's almost to the point too. Like you could come out and say, you know what I mean, you want your pronouns.
Right.
He, she, they. Call me this.
Right.
Just don't say call you a Jew.
Right.
You understand? You could say you could say I'm transsexual. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, LGBTQ, whatever. You can say all of that, but don't say you're a Jew.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you're being racist.
Right.
Then you know what I mean? Like Kanye West say, you going DEFCON 3 on them. You understand? When we know what Kanye West is talking in the hood, the black community, we know what Kanye West is saying. All Kanye West is saying is he gonna drop all the beans about the Jewish community that he have been in. Kanye West have been in that community more than any one of us. So he knows how they think. He knows everything about them.
Right.
He knows what they're doing to us. He even went in and tell you what Jay-Z and Beyonce have in their contracts, saying that they can't sing about God. They can't sing this, you know what I mean? They can't make certain songs, you know what I mean, about the Most High. They can't do it in their contract. Like he knows what they're doing. You understand?
Right.
But yet and still, you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? You take this long to come out and say it and talking about what Tupac say, what? To get your money right.
Right.
To hell with your money. Why don't get your people right first and then worry about your money?
Right.
You understand? Get people right first. You'll get money right. Or so you want to be secure. What about your other brothers? What about them? So why you let the Jewish man destroy your people? You was building billions of dollars. Now you expect black people to sit down and listen to you? Black people shouldn't listen to you. Should listen to GEN.YAHANNA.
That's right.
Get to the source. Because he ain't taking the bag.
Right.
You know what I mean? And turning his back and saying, I'm gonna get rich first, then I'm gonna come take care of you Negroes. You understand? That's not what he's saying. You understand? But Kanye West and these rich bougie Negroes, that's what they're thinking. I'm gonna go get this bag. I'm gonna go. What they're saying, you have to fight them from within.
Yeah, come on.
The Negroes either say that they, you know what I mean? Now you gotta fight them from within.
You're right.
You fight. What the hell is that? you fight them from within. You'll come out like Kanye West. You're gonna be saying some vile stuff about your brother. You know what I mean, about your brother being killed by the by fentanyl, not the cops. You're gonna be saying some, you know what I mean, some things. You mean you're gonna be trying to mix the truth with your opinion. You understand? And that ain't a good mixture.
Right.
You understand? That definitely ain't a good mixture. You know what I mean? You can't do it. Look at those other fake Israelite group. You can't do it. You can't mix the truth with whatever you wanna, you know what I mean, whatever you want to do. Then you will have excuse my language, you will have transsexuals running up inside your organization. You'll have gays running up inside your organization. You understand? Because you're trying to mix it. It ain't gonna work. All right?
Yeah, I'm right.
Any more on that story?
I can read some more, sir, if you want me to.
Come on.
Come on, sir. Salaki. Hennepin, the family of George Floyd, announced Tuesday that they will file a $250 million lawsuit against Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, following comments he made about Floyd's death on the podcast Drink Champs. Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office ruled that George Floyd's death was a homicide caused by Derek Chauvin kneeling on Floyd's neck for over 8 minutes. But Ye, who was a guest on last weekend's episode of the podcast, hosted by rapper Nori and DJ EFN, put forth the idea that it wasn't Chauvin who caused Floyd's death, but that he died from fentanyl use.
And and the two of them just sit down right there and just hear him say that. And I ain't saying nothing about it.
Right.
Nothing. Ain't like, hold up. Can't be saying that. Wherever you want to, you know what I mean? I know it's, you know what I mean, you want, that's your opinion. What's on paper?
Right.
Well, what's on his death certificate? What's on there? How did he die?
Right.
Kanye West, you are an entertainer. You're not a doctor. You understand? That's like trying to, you know what I mean? That's like going to the mechanic and telling him you want him to perform heart surgery on you.
Right.
You do that.
Right.
You will let Kanye West perform heart surgery on you? Oh, hell no. Would you let Kanye West sing at your at some function you have? Yeah, hell yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Give him a mic and a turntable. And, you know what I mean? He always about that. He a genius when it comes to that.
Right.
When it comes to medical situations.
Right.
You understand? So you shouldn't speak on that. You understand? You should let the, you know what I mean, let the mortician or whoever, we're calling people who do them who do the autopsy on people.
The coroner.
The coroner. Yeah. Let him say what George Floyd died of.
Right.
You know what I mean? You take that and run. You understand?
Right.
But this Nori, man, boy oh boy. And the other dude, DJ EFN, he's one of us?
I think, sir, he's a heathen, if I'm not mistaken. I was trying to find out.
Yeah, I don't know if he's one of us, but you know what I mean? But not Nori, we know he is one of us.
Come on.
And he should, you know what I mean? He should start growing back them, you know what I mean, them testicles.
Sir. Like you said, sir, even when he said it, the pushback that they gave Kanye when he started speaking against the Jewish community was not the pushback they gave him when he spoke against George Floyd.
Yeah.
Like they kept trying to get Kanye to say, but we love, like every time he said something about the Jewish media, they had to come behind it, but we love the Jews, it's like they was pushing back. It was a constant pushback against anything he said, but they didn't push back like that when he said it.
You know what I mean? And that's like as I was talking to Jericho Thumb. I mean, it's like saying, like how Esau, when you ask them about, you know, I mean, they like black people, what they like to say. I got a black friends.
Right.
That's how you know the racist. You know what I mean? I know it was constantly saying what? Yeah, I got Jewish friends or whatever.
Yep.
He don't like Jews. He don't, you know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? Come on.
Right.
You know what I mean? That statement alone letting you know he don't mess with them.
Right.
Just like they don't mess with us. You know what I mean? They mess with Kanye West because he was bringing that money in. Anything Kanye West was on was bringing that money in for them.
Right.
You understand? And that music, he is a genius when it comes to that music. You know what I mean? You can't take that away from him. I mean, he is, you know what I mean? He is the dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right. And any more on that?
It just goes into the lawsuit.
Okay.
Come on,
yeah. So anything else to bring out on Ye? Because I know he had that he went on Piers Morgan and he recited everything you heard inside here for the first maybe 10 minutes of the interview. I saw he recited almost everything. He said what? The worst place for a baby to be is where? In your mother's womb. He said it. We'll learn that in here.
Right.
That's where you learn that in here. Worst place. And he said that what? Over 50% of the deaths of black people come from what?
Abortions.
Come on. In here too.
Come on.
I mean, we go by them numbers. Them numbers mean something. Them numbers showing you that you are not loved in America. You understand? Like, why in the hell okay, this is what I don't understand. There's a story right now where they want to pass a bill where they say, don't say gay or something like that. In one of these stories, right? They're going to pass a bill for that. So why they can't pass a bill for us to no longer be called African American and be called Jews?
Right.
Why they won't do that? You understand? Why they won't do that? Because it's not in their interest. They want to keep us fooled. You understand? They want to keep on getting rich. As Kanye West was trying to bring out, they would own everything in the black community. They own the apartments. You understand? Down to the rappers, they own all the rappers' contract. They own your basketball team, your football teams, your insurance company. They own everything by doing what? Keeping to themselves.
Right.
And now Kanye West bring it out. We've been bringing it out. And now it's an issue. Now it's an issue.
Right.
Come on.
So like I said, it just brings home the point. I think the Most High for Commander GEN.YAHANNA the truth, because people look at us as just these crazy, unlearned niggas that know nothing of what they're talking about. When it's a scripture, I believe, where the Lord said he gave, he gave wisdom, not pretty much to the wise. Like the people that you expect to hear about God from, are rich niggas, are brothers that wear nice suits, but you would never expect that you would hear the truth about God in the Bible and God's people from, just niggas and spicks and redskins. You would never think that you would hear the things that are right, the solution to the black community from men that look like us. That's where it's coming from. And Kanye, even like that, the money doesn't change the fact that we have the truth. The money doesn't change the fact that you have to come to the source. You understand? It doesn't matter who you are. If you black and you watching right now, you're a black celebrity, because we know y'all watch all the tapes and classes. If you're a black celebrity, you have to come to the source. All that money doesn't separate you from being a nigga. You still suffering the issues of being a so-called nigga, and you need the solution. And we have the solution according to the Bible.
Right. You're a black celebrity and you're watching Commander GEN.YAHANNA classes, man. Pay your tithes.
That's right.
At least that. Do that. Pay your tithes. Right. You know what I mean? And you could keep on talking. You know what I mean? As Christ said, what Christ said, if they're not against you, they're with you. Keep on talking, Kanye, but pay your tithes.
Right.
You understand? Pay it.
Right.
That's owed to Commander GEN.YAHANNA in the school, because that's where you learn all that from.
Right.
You understand? Pay it. You want to go around talking about we had to come together. Commander GEN.YAHANNA been saying you got to come together.
Yep.
Because we went in the Bible and we opened it and we saw where in is that Zephaniah?
Come on, sir. 2 and 1, sir.
2 and 1. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired.
Come on.
You understand? Like, we've been bringing this out. Commander GEN.YAHANNA been saying we have to come together as a nation.
Right.
We have to. We need doctors. We need lawyers. We need engineers. Everything we had back then, we need now.
Right.
We have it, but we need to come together as a people. You understand what I'm saying? And Kanye West, you know what I mean? I know you got all the billions. Money don't bring people together.
Right.
You understand? Money don't. You understand? But this truth will. You understand? This truth on the Commander GEN.YAHANNA is going to bring blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians together.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it, hate it, it is going to happen. You can keep your billions if you want. You understand? But we're going to do it. You understand? Right. Anything you want to bring out before we close it out?
Nah, sir.
Not to say anything?
Sir, so like I did want to get one scripture on this.
Come on.
Romans 13:11 says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake up out of the sleep. One thing that Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians can go ahead and get out of this situation with Kanye is that what Commander General GEN.YAHANNA has been saying is absolutely true.
Right.
And Kanye West coming out, and of course I know many celebrities have been doing this. They'll come out, they'll say we're the Jews, but because it's coming out so much more, more rapidly and amongst these brothers in the world, it should be a sign to all of these brothers and sisters out here that it's high time, you know what I'm saying, to come up out of that slumber. So that's just one of the points I wanted to get out before we closed out, sir.
Yeah, you're so right, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know Kanye West, I know you're saying now you're saying now watching this show here right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Trying to get some pointers on how you're going to take on P.S. Morgan and the Jewish gang.
Right.
You understand? You know what I mean? Come all the way, man. Come on, GEN.YAHANNA, I'm going to show you how to take them on.
Right.
You understand? And how not to be intimidated by their, you know what I mean, by their money, by their whole media. We don't give a damn about their media. The truth gonna come out. We're gonna wake blacks and Hispanics up with their media, without the media. It's going to happen.
Right.
You understand? We don't need them. Guess who we need? We need the Most High, and we need each other, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We need each other. You understand? And under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we are going to be together with using this Bible, this one tool that all your black, you know what I mean, all your black so-called groups decide to put to the side and form their group on some opinion.
Right.
You understand? Your Black Panthers, your Fruit of Islam. These are the fake Israelite groups. You understand? Trying to bring people together, but you ain't know you're scattering them. You understand? Because you ain't in the truth. You're not a Commander GEN.YAHANNA.
Right.
You're going to learn. Like Kanye West, you're going to learn one way or the other.
That's right.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm right.
You understand? All right. Kazak.
Kawaka, sir.
Yeah, that was it on that, right?
Yeah, Kawaka, sir.
All right, Akim and Akwatian. You know what I mean? Tawada for rocking with us again. You know what I mean? And holding it down with us for Commander GEN.YAHANNA. You understand? And all the brothers, you know what I mean, who normally will be here. You know what I mean? Captain Meshach, Kahan, Gadalha, what's the other brother name? Sakawo. You know what I mean? Lord will next week, you know what I mean, they'll all be back. You know what I mean? And Tawada for Kazak in Imad in DC. You know what I mean? And Captain Natazar down there in South Carolina for rocking with us. You understand?
Yeah, right, sir.
And, you know what I mean? Lord will, we see you all next week. Same time. Same channel. Right. You understand? One West.
Damn right.
All right?
Shalom. Shritam.
Shalom, yo. Shalom.
Zach, you got it, right?
Kawaka, sir.
Go ahead.
Kawaka, sir.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking. The moment they are called, their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers
safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughter safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it, I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me, I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraphs or forensics. I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud, it's gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. Put me in the Supermax, I get super jacked, working out every day, canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe, my brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brother safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. What only make it worse is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brother safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.